It started off normal enough at first. As my wife's pregnancy progressed, she'd randomly decide she needed some french fries, or chocolate milk, or peanut butter. Cravings like this were normal, but their intensity was concerning. When not provided exactly what she craved, she'd quickly end up bedridden, writhing in anguish as if physically ill. Doctors didn't know what to make of it, but the treatment seemed obvious: give her what she wanted. But as months passed, her cravings became more bizarre and specific, and the hunger deeper, leaving her screaming in hysterical agony until she was sated. Eventually, I was faced with her most extreme request thus far: a live rat. I know you must think I'm insane to have said yes, but you weren't there. You didn't have to watch the love of your life wail like a beaten animal as she thrashed against any bindings, smashing her skull against the wall until it almost cracked. I just couldn't bear to watch her in so much pain. Her appetite only grew, and I felt like a monster as I took to raiding pet stores for bigger and bigger meals, but I only did it out of love. At 9 months, the end of the nightmare seemed to near. But then it happened one day, when she was watching the neighborhood kids play in the street through our bedroom window. She turned to me, with eyes wet with misery and fear, and confessed her latest craving: a child. A living, human child. I could tell from the look in her eyes that the thought terrified her as much as it did me, but she couldn't control it, and when she was denied, the outburst was like nothing I'd ever seen. The scratching, the clawing, the grinding of teeth and frantic thrashing and sobbing, the feral baying, the way she tore the room apart with what seemed like superhuman strength as that unfathomable hunger ravaged her. It was only by some act of God that I was able to restrain her to the bed. This had gone too far. I finally called the police and told them to have her institutionalized for her own safety. But by the time we returned to our bedroom door, the wailing had stopped. Somehow, the silence was far more terrifying. I held my breath as I cracked open the door and peeked into that fathomless dark. "Oh God," I whispered. "Oh God." She'd broken her wrists to escape her binding, and was squatting naked in filth. Her nails were gone, her belly torn apart, and I realized she'd clawed it open. She took ravenous bites from a small, formless chunk of bloody meat in her hands. I caught only a glimpse of her eyes, wide and bloodshot and feral, tears streaming down her cheeks as she choked out sobs. "I'm sorry," she wheezed as she crunched a tiny hand between her teeth. "I was so hungry."